Hello, class. My name is Darnisha Charles, and the movie that I chose to watch this week is called The Hunger Games, starring Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson, and it's directed by Susan Collins. This movie was filmed in 2012. This movie is the movie that I chose that was my favorite. I chose this movie because it is a well known movie that I did not watch yet, and I was curious to see how it related to the hillbilly figure. I think that the main character in this film is Katniss Evergreen. Her personality fits the hillbilly feminism role. She comes off as a very independent female, and she shows this by stepping up as a mother role for her little sister when her mother was depressed and not doing the things she was supposed to do for her and her sister after their father passed away. When her little sister was chosen to represent District 12 in the Hunger Games, she volunteered to take her place instead and told their mom she would have to step up and make sure her little sister was taken care of. Once Katniss began the Hunger Games, Katniss also started to have a bond with a little girl named Ruth, similar to the one she had with her own little sister. The scene that stood out the most is when Katniss figures out that Ruth is always looking out for her and saving her life, so she feels that she must protect her as well. And when Ruth dies after a mission that they completed, Katniss was very heartbroken and made Ruth a special burial. Later on, Katniss finds herself catching feelings for Peeta, which is the other young person that was chosen to represent District 12. Peeta gets hurt, and Katniss risks her life to go get medicine for him and takes care of him until he gets better. This movie shows what life is like for many Appalachian families. They do what they need to make sure their family is taken care of, and it doesn't matter the age. You sometimes just have to do what is needed for your family. This movie was my favorite because I enjoyed the action in the movie that also included a love story. I recommend this movie to people that love hillbilly and action films. The second movie I chose was to watch was The Hills Have Eyes. Although I enjoyed this film, there were some things I didn't like about it. I feel like the main hillbilly character was Dan Beard that played Bobby Carter. His character figure to me was a hillbilly fool. He would just do things without thinking sometimes, and sometimes it made situations worse. One example is when he went off in the desert a couple of times alone. He would run off without telling anyone or without knowing where he was going, and it seemed as if every time he did this, something would happen to him, or one of the people from the group of killers would catch him. I also did not like the location. The main focus the whole time was in the middle of the desert. I'm a person that likes different scenery, so this made the movie boring at times to me and sometimes made me lose focus. I chose The Hills Have Eyes because I wanted to compare two hillbilly films with two different genres. These films were both worth a watch, and I recommend you to watch both so you can have your own opinion about both of the films. Thank you.